There are 4 elemental skills that we can imbue our weapon attacks with to create powerful synergies in Crimson Desert. The 4th and final one that is available to us is Stormveil. Unlocking it requires reaching and completing an Abyss Island puzzle, and there are a few extra tricks to get the most out of it once we do unlock it. All of that will be covered in this guide, and as usual, useful timestamps can be found in the video description. The prerequisite for unlocking Stormveil is no easy task. We'll need to complete the main questline up through the end of Chapter 8. At that point, we will be given the Spire of Clockwork key. With it, we can make our way to the Spire of Clockwork located northeast of the city in Demonis. There, we will insert the key into the front entrance to activate the Clockwork Spire puzzle. It's not too complicated. On the ground floor is a lever we must jump up and grab onto to activate. We then need to reach the top of the Spire of Clockwork, pulling one more lever and activating a lift along the way. You can engage directly with the platforming sections as intended, or make use of Force Palm Jump to hasten the ascent. Make sure to activate the lift that goes up to the very top of the spire, as it seems the Abyss Gate does not appear there until that lift reaches the top of the spire. The Abyss Gate leads to the Riddle Square Abyss Island, and this is the only puzzle we need to complete to unlock Stormveil. We can start by using Axiom Force to activate the central fan, and this also starts a timer. We need to glide up the air currents and then maneuver our way through a series of rings before the timer runs out. You can see the timer on each ring represented by a glowing yellow circle that drains over time. If you don't make it through all ring targets in the allotted time, you can return to that initial device and use Axiom Force on it to restart the timer. As you can see, I definitely didn't move through this race with a ton of grace, but it was still fast enough, and that's really all that matters. Upon successful completion of the race, we can use Force Palm on the final device to restore the Abyss for Riddle Square. Doing this will automatically unlock the Stormveil ability. Before explaining how to use that skill and imbue offensive moves with the Air Element, let's collect our final Abyss artifact here and move to the next Abyss Island, Origin of Thoughts, where we can unlock a fast travel point. Completing the puzzle at Origin of Thoughts is beyond the scope of this guide, and so won't be covered in full here, and I actually have not even attempted it myself or else I would definitely give a summary of how to solve it here. Now let's cover how to get the most out of Stormveil. We unlocked it by completing the puzzle at Riddle Square, and can use it by pressing right trigger and the A button simultaneously on an Xbox controller, and I'm not sure about the input to use it on other formats of game control. If we want to imbue other core attacks with the Wind Element, however, we will need to invest some skill points into the Imbue Element skill. I'll demonstrate with the / attack, which is unlocked at the first level of Imbue Element. We can perform a normal / by pressing right trigger and right bumper simultaneously. To imbue it with wind, we will need to first hold down right on the D-pad, then select the Wind Element from the menu that pops up. Then we need to begin the windup of / by holding down the right trigger and right bumper, then press down on the left trigger to imbue it with our selected element, in this case wind. Finally, releasing all 3 buttons at once will perform the wind imbued attack to devastating effect. Also, I should mention that this consumes a significant amount of spirit to pull off. On top of that, if we have Abyss gears that imbue wind slotted into our equipped armor, they will augment the wind imbued attacks, resulting in truly powerful synergies. I unfortunately do not have any myself to give an example of. Unlike other elemental skills, I actually think the coolest part of Stormveil is the core skill, as it allows for easy assassination of any enemies caught within the veil. If you have questions on anything that was covered in this guide, you can reach out to me in the comments where I will do my best to help. I have guides on how to unlock the other 3 elemental skills over on my channel, so you can go there to find them, and if you're new, consider subscribing. You're helping me feed my cat. Her name's Marshmallow. Have a great day if you're here today, have a great Friday, and a great weekend, and as always, thanks for watching.